Good morning. Get ready to raise the roof. Spirit is in this place. We have come together as a family. We have come here as we are. Yes. And we have come with arms wide open. We have gathered here in love. Ooh. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Let's sing it together. Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Raise a roof with shouts of praise. Spirit's in this place. We sing in celebration. We sing with words of prayer. We sing with words of prayer. We affirm our life as sacred. We declare that peace is here. Yeah! Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Ooh. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Raise the roof with shouts of praise. Spirit's in this place. Ooh. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh. Spirit is in this place. Let's sing it. The Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Raise a roof with shouts of praise. Raise a roof with shouts of praise. Spirit's in this place. Good morning. Bless you. Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. And wonder is all around us, and spirit is definitely in this place and in this time. We're so glad that you're with us, whether you're on Zoom or on YouTube. We are so glad. That's why we are recording this service, to use it on our social media to build our community. So you're welcome to turn off your video or change your username, but we are so glad that you are here on this wondrous, wonderful Sunday morning. Please keep in touch with us using our website. We built the whole site to be able to connect with you in the most wonderful way we can, other than Sunday service. All classes, all events, everything that you want to know about us. You can even find out about our philosophy and background and history all on our website. So www.saccsl.org. Please stay in touch and let your friends know about us. And now it is my great honor and pleasure to introduce our senior minister, Reverend Sharon Dunn. She has been a guiding light for these many years. And I expect it to go on for a few more. So please, please help me welcome Reverend Sharon Dunn.
Well, good morning. Good morning. I'm so glad to be here. I'm so glad to see all of your beautiful faces. And if we could all unmute and say happy birthday to our beautiful Cookie.
Happy birthday, Cookie!
Happy birthday!
Many blessings.
Yes. And I promise not to sing to you. Many blessings.
Happy.
I don't know if I'll make that same promise. I just might sing to you, Cookie, just letting you know.
Thank you. I'm with you, Linda.
Well, have we embarrassed her enough, I think? I just find it extraordinary also that aren't you twinning on this day with your daughter?
Actually, yes. She was born on my 26th birthday. Yep.
That's incredible. So the whole time you had to celebrate together.
And that was perfectly fine. I never had a regret, not one day.
That's awesome. So anyway, if she's watching or if she's going to watch, or if she just wants to know what's known in the one mind, we wish her a happy birthday as well.
I will pass the message. Thank you.
So let's get started and introduce our practitioner of the day, Margie, who I adore, who is the practitioner of truth and always, always, always holding the higher ground. So Margie, bring us into our Sunday service.
Well, namaste, and thank you, Reverend Sharon. So we are one. We are in the wonder of the Great Spirit. We are wonder-filled with the love and the preciousness and the clarity and especially the openness of our souls to this great, great presence of the divine that I choose to call God. And as I know that this presence is here now, this presence is when each and every one of us, as we go out into the world, and we hear the message today that will fill us with wonder. And we just take that and we bless it, and we send all these blessings out into the whole world, knowing that we work towards a world that works for everyone. And so it is. And now, please enjoy our readings. When a person stands in awe of grandeur, something deep within responds. Something within embraces the ocean. Something within melts into the mountain. And that person becomes one with all. Ernest Holmes. You are a part of me. I don't know yet. Valerie Kaur. If you remember how to wonder, then you already have what you need to learn how to love. Valerie Kaur. And enjoy our mamuse with Great Spirit's hands.
Overdue and overdressed, under blankets as old as earth. Through the seasons there's a reckoning of how we die and we take birth. So in between our holy whispers, in the marketplace of our dreams, we dance, dance, dance for all the beauty and all the obscene. 'Cause life is short and it's our duty to shake it up while we can, to be worn, ragged or used up by Great Spirit's hands. By Great Spirit's hands. Ba-doo-ba-doo, ba-dum-bum-bum. Ba-doo-ba-doo, ba-dum-bum-bum. Ba-doo-ba-doo, ba-dum-bum-bum. Ba-doo-ba-doo. Walk outside, there is no doorway, only wet ground from the rain. And the dewdrops live in treetops, they know nothing of personal gain. And all the leaves, they will fall, yeah, believe they will fall. And we will do the same, yeah. So we dance, dance, dance for all the treetops and the skies that give a rain. 'Cause life is short and it's our duty to shake it up while we can, to be worn, ragged, used up by Great Spirit's hands. By Great Spirit's hands. Ba-doo-ba-doo, ba-dum-bum-bum. Ba-doo-ba-doo, ba-dum-bum-bum. Ba-doo-ba-doo, ba-dum-bum-bum. Ba-doo-ba-doo. And in the morning a child will come to us, an old woman will go the other way. Through the tunnel of dark and light, birth and death, it's one and the same. And does the dragonfly get lonely as she dies in the palm of my hand? I offer it up, all I do, and don't understand. 'Cause life is short and it's our duty to shake it up while we can, to be worn, ragged, used up by Great Spirit's hands. By Great Spirit's hands. Ba-doo-ba-doo, ba-dum-bum-bum. Ba-doo-ba-doo, ba-dum-bum-bum. Ba-doo-ba-doo, ba-dum-bum-bum. Ba-doo-ba-doo. Life is short and it's our duty to shake it up while we can, to be worn, ragged, used up by Great Spirit's hands. By Great Spirit's hands. Ba-doo-ba-doo, ba-dum-bum-bum. Ba-doo-ba-doo.
Oh, I love that. Woo, thank you. Thank you, Ruth. That was amazing. So good morning, everyone. As you know, I am the Senior Minister, Sharon Dunn of the Sacramento Center for Spiritual Living. Jaime, good to see you. Good to see everyone. Jim, Jennifer and Ann, and I feel like romper room. Good morning, everyone. So last week we unrolled our annual theme for 2022, which is Living Everyday Wonder. And I am very excited about that theme. I love the idea. And so last week we talked about the living part. We talked about life as a principle, true for all. And so this week our topic is wonder, wonder everywhere. And so, of course, we're going to be talking about wonder. And I just want to say, wonder is where love begins. So what kind of a year are we having? This is so exciting. Wonder is where love begins. Wonder, wonder everywhere. And in, I think it was 1775, came the proverb, will wonders never cease? Do you know that we're still saying that? Will wonders never cease? Well, we pray they don't. We pray that wonders never cease. So I'll be talking about three things again today: the wonder of wonder, the wonder of love, and the wonder of oneness. And as you know, I love to define things. I like to know what I'm talking about. And if I don't define things for myself to start out, I don't know what I'm talking about. So today's definition of wonder is a feeling of surprise mingled with admiration caused by something beautiful, unexpected, unfamiliar, or inexplicable. A strange or remarkable person, thing, or event. And this part I added, an unforgettable moment that we can choose to remember. How many of you have had a moment of wonder that you'll never forget? The other thing I added to this and last was a moment in truth, which is the capital T, that reminds us of our interconnectedness and that we belong to each other. Is wonder beginning to be our favorite word? It's beginning to be my favorite word, and I have a feeling this will be my favorite year, 2022. So our spiritual principle that we're dealing with from our Declaration of Principles written by Ernest Holmes, the founder of our teaching and the author of Science, The Science of Mind, is that we believe that heaven is within us and that we experience it to the degree that we become conscious of it. Isn't that lovely? Heaven is within us. So isn't that wonder? That is the kind of wonder we're talking about. So I thought that was just perfect to bring that particular one in. So do you ever walk around with your mouth wide open in absolute awe at the infinite number of wonders around you? Or not? Do we sometimes walk around, huh? What we're thinking about with this particular talk, this message is about this week, open your mouth wide open, your eyes wide open, your heart wide open in absolute awe of the infinite number of wonders around you. And I really enjoyed this message in the last, especially 24 hours. Reverend Patricia will get a little chuckle out of that. Maybe Ruth as well, that I've been with this topic for 24 hours. And the thing that was so fun and amusing was to practice this. Start taking one little thing at a time and looking at it in wonder. This nose on my face, this is marvelous. This nose knows. This nose smells. Without this nose, what would I know? I wouldn't know a lot of things without the sense of smell. And am I nosy? No, I'm not nosy. And just be with one thing and just delight in it this week. Would you do that with me? Just start to practice. Why, look at those buttons on my shirt. Isn't that something? I wonder who invented buttons and who invented thread and who thought of buttons in the first place, and just be with the wonder of the small little things. Let's do that together. So the wonder of wonder is to orient ourselves to wonder. We can ask ourselves, how often do we fail to notice the divine in absolutely everything? Now we can look at it, but do we see the divine in it? So this is this coming week. Not only are we going to pay attention to the little things and just be in awe and wonder and curiosity, which is what this whole year is about, isn't it? Let's ask ourselves some questions. Wonder is everywhere around us. So find it in everyday objects. Well, we have our cell phones. We're not talking about the wonder of those, are we? Those sometimes can be a slight distraction from the wonder of things. Am I right? So we enjoy and live and breathe in a dependency on our phones, our TVs, our shopping, our cooking, all of the things that take our attention. And this is about adding a mindful practice of being in the wonder, of orienting ourselves to the wonder. So we really look with eyes of wonder. We look in awe and amazement. We look in awe and amazement. We notice all the aspects of it. What's it made of? What uses does it have? How is it shaped? What color is it? How is it designed? Who might have created it? What is the inspiration behind it? Allow yourself to really appreciate it totally. Its parts, its function, its origins. Isn't it amazing, you might ask? Notice how you use it. What muscles and movements of your body do you use? Isn't it incredible, you might ask? Look at something in nature and do the same thing. A tree, well, Linda, she does trees. A flower, a rock. Oh, Cookie does rocks. Isn't that funny that I'm in awe right now of people? I see rocks with Cookie. I see trees with Linda. An animal, a river, the sun, the moon. There is an awe-inspiring beauty everywhere. And all of it is God's expression. And isn't beauty not a spiritual principle? Beauty is a God principle. It is absolutely true for all. Wonder is the wellspring of love. And we're going to talk about the most amazing quote that I found. I actually put it on my Facebook page because I loved it so much. And this is written by Valerie Kaur, K-A-U-R. She says, love is more than a feeling. Love is a form of sweet labor, fierce, bloody, imperfect, and life-giving. A choice we make over and over again. If love is sweet labor, then love can be taught, modeled, and practiced. Now, here's the part that just opened my heart. This labor engages all of our emotions. Joy is the gift of love. Grief is the price of love. Anger protects that which is loved. And when we think we have reached our limit, wonder is the act that returns us to love. My goodness. So if we're saying that wonder is where love begins, then we can always return to it. And I just love this idea. So wonder, when we begin to sense that when we become mindful about something in front of us that is wonderful, we begin to feel our interconnectedness with everyone. We begin to feel ourselves in the oneness, and we begin to feel ourselves in the divine presence. So wonder is, I am so delighted that this is our whole year of experience, that this idea of being in the wonder, that this idea of the wonder of love, the wonder of wonder, and the wonder of oneness is where I want to be. Who's in agreement? Who's in agreement? This I think also that wonder can change our minds. I don't know if you've ever been kind of in a funk, and then maybe you decide, what could get me possibly out of this funk? Well, wonder. Giving our attention to something wonderful. So Valerie Kaur tells a story in her book, See No Stranger. And this story goes like this. My favorite was our origin story, the story of Guru Nanak. the first teacher of the Sikh faith. 5 centuries ago, the story goes, halfway around the world in a village in Punjab on the Indian subcontinent, there lived a young man named Nanak. He was deeply troubled by the violence around him, Hindus and Muslims in turmoil. One day he disappeared on the bank of the river for 3 days. People thought he was dead, drowned. But Nanak emerged on the 3rd day with a vision of oneness. Ik Akar, the oneness of humanity and the world. This vision threw him into a state of ecstatic wonder, Vismad, and he began singing songs of devotion called Shabads, praising the divine within him and around him. In other words, he was in love. Love made him see with new eyes. Everyone around him was a part of him that he did not yet know. I see no stranger, said Guru Nanak. I see no enemy. Guru Nanak taught that all of us could see the world in this way. There's a voice inside each of us called Hamai, the I that names itself as separate from you. It resides in the bowl that holds our individual consciousness, but separateness is an illusion. When we quiet the chatter in our heads through music, or meditation, or recitation, or song, the boundaries begin to disappear. The bowl breaks. For a moment, we taste the truth, sweet as nectar. We are a part of one another. Joy rushes in. Long after the moment passes, we can choose to remember the truth of our interconnectedness, that we belong to one another. We can choose to see no stranger. Isn't that beautiful? That is a wonderful, wonderful story. And last but not least, the wonder of oneness. So wonder reveals our oneness, our interconnectedness, our interdependence. Everything began as a divine idea, and form is an expression of consciousness. Notice the interconnectedness of it all, the creativity, the beauty, the perfection. It is evident in the ancient Sanskrit truth, Tat Dvan Asi, I am that. In the African philosophy, Ubuntu, I am because you are. In the Mayan percept, in Lak'ech, you are my other me. You are my other me. In the failure to wonder that creates, we find ourselves in separation, distrust, violence. It's a failure to wonder that affords abuse of life and our planet. Isn't that the truth? When we're not paying attention, what happens? We don't care. We don't care what we do to one another. We don't care what we do to the earth, because we are not in the wonder and in the awe of the truth of our being, which is that we're all interdependent upon each other. That tree and me. Right, Linda? That tree and me. And that tree breathes me, doesn't it? And we can find that kind of wonder in everything that we see. Guru Nanak, the founder of the Sikh tradition, calls us to see no stranger. This is a high call because it means loving people even when they don't love you and wondering about them even when they refuse to wonder about you. And this is another thing we can wonder about each other. I wonder what Linda's thinking. I wonder where Linda's going. I wonder what Linda's feeling. I wonder what Linda's seeing. This is not gossip. This is not being nosy. This is being in wonder of our brothers and sisters. I wonder what that thing that was just said really means. No, not from my perception. I wonder what Linda's perception is. Maybe I'll ask her. Is this something we can do together this week? Doesn't it sound like a fun week of just walking around in wonderment? It sounds wonderful to me. So before we end our time together today with this message, remember that we're surrounded and immersed in awe-inspiring beauty and wholeness and perfection, that the universe is abundant and resplendent, and that I could do this talk using the word interconnectedness 20 times when that word is one of the hardest words you could ever say. Interconnectedness. Say that 10 times fast with me. Each person, each flower, each stone, each animal, drop of water is necessary and glorious and part of the whole that is divine. We know this. We know this. And so we orient ourselves to wonder. We encounter daily, moment to moment, things that we can wonder about. And last, the more we appreciate the parts of ourselves or the parts of ourselves we don't yet know, the greater our capacity of love is, and the greater our ability to experience joy. Let us pray. There is absolutely one presence, one power, and I call it wonder. I call it wonderful. And I have never actually called it wonder before. Isn't that wonderful? That we have new names for spirit that absolutely calls that essence of spirit into our attention. And when we give attention to anything, we collapse it into form. And so I call spirit wonder. And I know then that I am wonder. I know that each one of us are named wonder, that we have the new name of wonder, that our lives are interconnected, interdependent upon one another, that we're created in the oneness and the Spirit of God, and that this unity is our life. And so this week, my prayer is to walk in wonder. My prayer is to experience wonder as love. That wonder is where love begins, and I begin there in every moment. In every moment, the opportunity to begin new avails itself to me and to all of us. That we make a mindful, concerted effort, that we commit our awareness to wonder, to love, to oneness. And it has to make an impact on all, on everything around us, our planet, the galaxies, the cosmos. One mind full of wonder will bring more love into our lives. And this is my commitment. This is my prayer. And the wonderful news is that this prayer is answered and was answered from the beginning of time when wonder began. And so I'm so grateful to know this. I release my word into the law, knowing that it does what love does. And so please, all of us agree together by saying, and so it is. Ashe. Amen.
I love this song. Take it easy, baby. You're in the middle of a You're in the right place at the right time. You're a legend in your own mind. Take it easy, baby. You're in the middle of a miracle. You're in the middle of a miracle. You're in the middle of a miracle. When the world outside gets a little bit dry and the same old is passing you by, there's a wide world inside that smells of freshly falling rain. There are angels waiting like a long lost friends till you find your sense of humor again. Take it easy, baby. You're in the middle of a miracle, yeah. You are right smack dab in the midst of the action. You're the main attraction. You're in the right place at the right time. You're a legend in your own mind. Take it easy, baby. You're in the middle of a miracle. You're in the middle of a miracle. You're in the middle of a miracle. Well, you wake up funky like a foggy day, and your world inside feels cloudy and gray. Take yourself for a walk on the wild side. Outside in the sunshine, there are mamas and babies and flowers in bloom and high-flown stratas with the boombox too. Take it easy, baby. You're in the middle of a miracle, yeah. You are right smack dab in the midst of the action. You're the main attraction. You're in the right place at the right time. You're a legend in your own mind. Take it easy, baby. You're in the middle of a miracle. You're in the middle of a miracle, yeah. You're in the middle of a miracle. There's a promise in the air that you breathe, even if you don't believe it. You can feel it in the smiles of a summer night. You can hear it on the edge of your dreams, softly singing in the starlight. Wake up, baby, everything is alright. Take it easy, baby. You're in the middle of a miracle, yeah, yeah. You are right smack dab in the midst of the action. You're a chain reaction. You're in the right place at the right time. You're a legend in your own mind. Take it easy, baby. You're in the middle of a miracle. You're in the middle of a miracle. You're in the middle of a miracle. You're in the middle of a sunny day, sweeping the clouds away. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves you, yeah. You're in the middle of a miracle. Yeah. Thank you.
Wow. So we are in the middle of a miracle, and it is wonder. It truly is wonder. And have you ever really wondered about all the ways that Sacramento Center for Spiritual Living supports us? Through Sunday message, through gathering opportunities for workshops and book clubs that help us grow and our spiritual awareness. And also in the time of our greatest need, such as like I got to experience last month, where in my darkest moment, Reverend Sharon showed up in her pajamas to get me through that dark time. And then Patricia showed up, and then all the support offered by every one of you here. This is a miraculous community. It truly is. And so we're now going to give you the time to support the community as a whole. And you can donate to us in multiple ways, through our website, through PayPal, Square. You can mail a check that is the address that is shown on the screen right here, through Amazon Smile when you're doing your shopping through Amazon during these times. So please give whatever you can financially to continue supporting us so we can continue supporting each other. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda. That was beautiful.
And our abundance affirmation, please let's say it together while we stay muted. Abiding by the law of circulation and a heartfelt gratitude, I affirm that I live in a creative and abundant universe that continuously flows in, through, and out as me, expressing as the ever-expanding infinite good. And so it is. You can go online. We can offer prayer requests there through our website at saccsl.org.
And yes, we are a miraculous community, and we're always in our right place at the right time. We are miracles. And we have lots of ways of discovering how much of a miracle we are. One of which is the fact that we can meet in person now, and we will on the 5th and the 1st Sundays. And in January, we had both the 1st Sunday and we will have a 5th Sunday. So please join us at the Citrus Heights Community Center for our hybrid but in-person service on the January 30th. We're also going to have a workshop that day. More about that in a moment. If you would like to join us on tomorrow, actually, our Busy Hands, Warm Hearts twice a month meeting will be taking place. This is more than just a spot to do handwork. This is a place to connect and to remember that you really are part of a very warm community. It's just a lovely time. So please come. If you have any questions, give me a call. The phone number is on the screen. We also have 2 classes this month. The first one has already begun, and it is the Beyond Limits class. It is a wonderful group. And thank you, Sharon, for talking about interconnectivity, because we spent a great deal of time talking about oneness and interconnectivity. It was like, ooh. Sunday relates to classes, and classes deepen what you hear on Sunday. So if you will have a Thursday night free, you can join us this Thursday. This is the last night. You'll be able to join the class. After that, we close into to make it a more intimate, loving, safe space for all of our students. We also have another class starting on Tuesday, January 25th. It's a daytime class, and it's the 5 gifts of an abundant life. And we really do mean living a fully abundant life, not just money, but that sense of well-being and knowing that you are supported and loved in the universe. This is a fabulous class, and you'll have a great time with Reverend Sharon. So please, if you are free on Tuesday mornings, add that to your calendar and let us know and register either on our website or on Meetup. Now, on the 5th Sunday, January 30th, Reverend Debbie Putnam will be doing a vision board workshop. Now, Deb loves to do visioning and vision boards. So this is going to be a fun time, and it's a creative time. Bring your images, bring textiles, and your own poster board. And you can do this on Zoom with us, or you can be there live and in person at the community center. Today, after the service, there will be a community outreach meeting. Let's let Linda talk about this for a second.
Yes, our community outreach for the last couple of years has come up with different organizations that we could support as a community, from foster youth to the unhoused to a women's empowerment group. And it was the women's empowerment group that really touched me in a whole different way. So this empowerment group, we were gathering clothes and items to support professional clothes and items to support women who were unhoused or who were having difficulty with resources to get back into the working community. And so as I was going through my clothes and deciding which ones no longer fit and whatnot, I was experiencing this gratitude that in my life, I was at this place where I could offer this support. But then I came across some clothes that I had never worn, that still had the price tag on them, for heaven's sakes. And then I was caught in this, oh, wow, that was kind of unmindful spending that I had done there. And now I had this great opportunity to turn that unmindful, wasteful spending into a gift in supporting these women that really needed a help at that time to appear at their work, to these interviews, professionally dressed and make them feel a little bit more confident. And then as we gathered to collect all these items from you beautiful community members, and I looked at Anne's vehicle that was packed, the front to the back to the roof, of items that were given in support of this organization, I again was just so overwhelmed and filled with love and gratitude. And as I was driving home, my heart was so filled that I was actually shedding tears of joy and gratitude for that moment that we all came together to support these women and their children, because they also offer a daycare there for these women. And so it's incredible. It truly is incredible. And in the month of January and February, we are supporting Hearts Citrus Heights 9-week winter sanctuary, where different churches in Citrus Heights open their doors for a week to offer a warm evening meal, a warm place, a warm, safe, dry place for people to sleep, and a warm breakfast to go. In fact, Patricia, Doug, and I are going to help serve a meal tomorrow night. And it's incredible. And when I reached out to them, they have it so organized that to keep everyone so safe and healthy during these COVID times, that it's incredible. So if you want to find out more information about our outreach committee and about the winter sanctuary, and even come and support us in finding and discovering and organizing new ideas for March for our next outreach organization that we're going to do, because we do them once a quarter, please come today, 12:30 on this Zoom station. And our gift for the week is I see awe, inspiring beauty everywhere I look. Just look on the screen, you can see it.
and in gratitude for our time together, knowing that we are one, that we go through the week with that affirmation, and we stay in gratitude for who we are and the wonder of who we are. And so we bless our service with gratitude, and we have a wonderful week. And so it is.
So it is.
There is always a light when we are ready to see it. There is always a light when we are ready to be it. To see the light, to be the light, to raise our eyes in the dark of night, to climb this hill, together we will. There is always a light in the dark. We are ready to see it. There is always a light in the dark. We are ready to be it. To see the light, to be the light, to raise our eyes in the dark of night and be a gift. Together we will. There is always your light. There is always we are ready to see it. There is always your light. There is always in the dark. We are ready to be it. To see the light, to be the light, to raise our eyes in the dark of night and be a gift. Together we will. There is always light. There is always dark. There is always light. There is always dark. To see the light, to be the light, to raise our eyes in the dark of night and be a climb this hill. Together we will. There is always light.